Hey there guys, my name is Michael and I'm the Six Figure Guitar Teacher. What I'm going to talk about today are three things that as a musician or just a person in general that you need to cut out in order to start getting ahead financially. And these three things that musicians tend to stereotypically be involved in or to hit up a little bit heavier than the average population. But if you can get these things under control, you are well and truly on your way to financial freedom. Now, the first of these things is smoking. Basically, if you smoke, you are wasting so much money. There are no positive benefits to smoking. So stop doing it. And I know, yeah, Michael, you can't do that. You know, smoking is like, I'm addicted and all these kind of things. No, the easiest thing you do is not smoke in the first place. So if you don't smoke, don't ever start. The second thing is just stop being a little bitch about it. Quitting things isn't that hard. It's a mental game. You need to basically go, I want the benefits of not smoking more than I want the benefits of smoking. And there aren't really any benefits to smoking, so that should be an easy decision for you to make there. So, if you're spending, I think, was it $30 for a packet of cigarettes every week, that's adding up to thousands of dollars a year, tens of thousands of dollars by the end of the decade. And we can do some really cool maths. We'll talk about this in another video. But if you basically take $30 a week and account for what that would be if you put that into an investment account, it's going to add up to close to $20,000. So if you smoke, just cut it out. Start putting that money into an investment account. Remember, spend less than you earn, invest the rest. Cut out smoking, take that money, use it to pay off credit card debts, any other high interest loans you may have, and then of course, put it into your investment accounts once all your debts are cleared. So number one is smoking. Number two is alcohol. Just like smoking, there aren't too many benefits of drinking alcohol. And sure, sometimes it's great to catch up with friends and have one or two beverages. But if you're drinking on a daily basis or having multiple drinks on a daily basis, it's not good for your bank account and it's not good for your health. And I'm more concerned about your bank account because if you can get your bank account in order, it's going to lead to a higher standard of living for you where you can afford better things, better medical treatment, and a high quality of life. So if you drink alcohol, sure, one drink every now and then with friends or going out socially is totally fine. But stop pissing up your pay and stop wasting thousands of dollars because that's what it will accumulate to had you been putting it in your investment accounts. And again, stay tuned for the video on how to calculate what weekly and monthly expenses compound to if they were in your investment accounts. But that's a video for later on. Now, the third thing, and I'll preface this with a particular story, is don't take drugs. Now, this is something that musicians tend to stereotypically have a problem with, more common than the average person. And, not all musicians take drugs. Not all rock stars take drugs or anything like that. So I do apologize in advance for any of the people who are like, hey, who's this guy think he is, just assuming that we take drugs or we are part of this stereotype. I apologize to all those people who are well behaved, but, drugs are bad, okay? They're illegal. I don't have to rant on about this, and that. But if you can just see it from a financial perspective, anything you waste on, short-term lived experience, it's just very, very wasteful. And, you can go 40 years in the workforce grinding away and have nothing to retire on. And, so your whole working life has been for nothing. Or you can start being smart, being savvy, investing and creating that future by building that retirement account, by having an investment account that pays more than your living expenses so you don't have to work. You just have to decide, do you want that more than you want the short-term fix of drugs? And, it's not as easy or as simple as just stop taking them. I understand there's a magnitude of reasons that people are sucked in and then they get addicted and things like that. But ultimately, your mind, your willpower is what can win out and what will help you get beyond that. So again, just up here, you have to create that ideal situation, that picture that I want to be financially stable, I want to be rich, I want to be successful, I want to be healthy, I want to be happy. And you need to want that more than you want that fix you get from drugs. But to wrap this up into a story, I used to play in a band and we were signed to a company, ESP Guitars, and I had ESP endorsement gear. So I got this brand new guitar and I was backstage at this festival in Melbourne, and this guy come up to me from another band who had previously messaged me at all hours saying, hey man, can you get me this, can you get me that, I'm like, I don't waste my time or money or effort or energy on drugs. That's what disgusting people do. Anyway, long story short, he goes, oh, must be nice to be able to afford really good gear. And I just snap back at him, yeah, it's amazing how many cool things I can afford when I don't have a $400 a week drug habit. And he basically looked like he was going to cry. He sort of stomped off and stormed out. And about an hour later, he got kicked out the venue because the security guards caught him drinking and taking drugs. But it is amazing what you can actually buy and afford in the standard of life that you have when you don't have a huge, expensive drug habit to pay for. So don't waste money on drugs. It's bad. It's a short-term thing. You don't get anything out of it. Put that money into your investment accounts or pay off your debt. The sooner you can build up strong streams of passive income that actually give you more money in an investment return than your cost of living, the quicker you can stop working. And the quicker you stop working, the quicker you can put all your time, effort, and energy into creating your life, into playing music all day, to playing guitar, to being creative, to touring in a band, all the stuff that's actually really fun and really enjoyable. So they're my 3 things, guys. If you smoke, if you drink, if you take drugs, you need to cut those things out. You need to take the money that you're saving and put it in your investment accounts. That's how you start getting ahead. Make a decision to be financially free.